She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case I'll have a rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. I wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. Oh, what else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. Hi guys, this is how to play Common People by Pulp with just 3 chords: E major, A major and D major. We're starting off on our A major with a capo at 3rd fret to keep it in with the key of the song. If you don't have a capo, this will still work. You just won't be able to play it onto the original, that's all. We're going to start off. The strumming that I was doing in the song there is the powered 8 strumming that I covered more in detail in the Chasing Cars video a little earlier. It's a little slower there as well, so that might be a good one for you to check out. But for this one, we're just going to start off on the beat, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And for each of your chords, you're on them for quite a long time. You're on them for 4 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4. And then we change to your E initially, and we do A major to E major twice, 4 bars of each. So if we just play, either join in with me on the beat or play just once per bar is quite a cool way to get into it. But every beat, that would be a beat in 1, 2, 3 from A. She came from Greece, she had a 2. 3rd bar, 4th bar, then E. 1, 2, quarter I. Back to your A. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case I'll offer a 1, 2, 2 and E. And in 30 seconds time, we're then going to move to your D chord, again for 4 bars, and A for 4 bars. So D. I wanna live like common people. I wanna in 1, 2, 2 and A. 2, 3, finally to E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an A. Now that cycle of chords, or that chord sequence, gets repeated for the entire song. It's exactly the same, no matter what the lyrics are, or over the guitar solo, for example, that's exactly the same until right at the end. If you look at a chord sequence online which doesn't have bar lines, that may not be clear the first time. You may not be able to see where things repeat, or where things loop, or how long you're on each chord for. But now you know that it's 4 bars. Reading the chord sequence that I have, there's a link to my website below where you can see the chord sequence for this song, and that should make it much easier. It's got the bar lines laid out for you, and that can be helpful. If we go from the 2nd verse now, you'll notice it's the same chord sequence, just different words. But for example, when we go to you wanna live like common people, we're still on a D, A and E. All that last section, it follows the same cadence of the words, so if you pick up on that, this whole thing should be a lot more straightforward for you. From the top of the 2nd verse, 1, 2, 3, 4. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. That's an E. 2, 3. Back to an A. 3, 4. She told me that her dad was low. 2. And then to an E. 1, 2, D. In 1, 2, 3, 4. You wanna live like common people. You wanna do whatever common people do. You wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common to an E. Understand, she just smiled and held my hands. Okay, where it ends there, there's an extra 2 bars of A right at the end of the chord sequence. You have to play those, otherwise you'll be too far along for the start part. But again, even for this big part of the song, it's still the same chord sequence as the first verse. So, 1, 2, rent a flat above a shop. That's with power 8. Head and get a job. Smoke some fags and play some fool. 2, 3, back to A, 2, 3, 4. Never get it right. For when you're laying in bed at night. 1, 2, through an E, climb the wall. And if you called your daddy to a D, 2, 3, 4, you'll never live like common people. You'll never do A, 2, 3, 4. You'll never fail like common people. You'll never watch your life slide out of you. And then dance and drink and screw. Back to an A. And then you're onto the guitar solo. Again, exact same chord sequence. The song does speed up every section just a little bit. Barely noticeable, but it does speed up a little. So it may feel like it's getting harder as it goes along, but you will have got used to it by then also. The very ending, I want to live like common people like you part, is just staying on an A chord, and it's quite a handy exercise to get used to the dynamics, because dynamics means loud and quiet. So it starts off quiet and then gets louder the more it goes on. So you can play your power 8s, but maybe palm mute it a little to start off with. Palm mute it a little to start off with, and then gradually kind of strum your guitar as loud as you can. So for example, I want to live with common people like you. I want to live with common people like you. And by the time he's going, whoa, you can do downs and ups, or strum it as loud as you can. As long as you're on that 8th grid, you'll be absolutely fine. That's how to play Common People by Pulp. Do have a go to the record. It's a really cool song to play along to the record. Really fun. Really recommend it. Check out my other videos now that you know these 3 chords, which you'll be able to play along to the song as well. Please subscribe, and hopefully see you again.
This place ain't the same, the details have changed since I moved away years ago. The place I was born, where I say I'm from, with an accent not strong as before. My hometown, in my hometown. I hear my memories, I hear my heart always is in this town. Changing from my background, an old mining town.